Today we will have some discussions on part of career planning and promotion and transfer. Obviously, promotion comes with demotion, one word, and transfer is having inbuilt separation procedure. I'll try to cover promotion and transfer basically in today's discussion. And if possible, we will also have some one to one interaction in offline class in the month of August on these issues, because there are some topics which need to be bilateral. It is not that what I teach you, but what you receive, what you understand with respect to your ecosystem, your learning environment, that is important. From HR point of view, promotion is an important tool. Promotion and transfer, demotion is also promotion and transfer. These two are considered as a kind of tools which regulates employee behavior. Now, for promotion, there are certain prerequisites. You can have some checklist checkpoints or screening points. The same applies to transfers. But when you talk about these checklists, say for example, whosoever comes into any organization, from the very first day, the person as a part of career planning thinks about the promotion next stage. Now when thinks about the next stage, obviously the person know the skill requirement and eligibility for the next scale or next level or next stage or for the promotion. And during that period, the employee try to achieve those skills, try to you know develop those that level of knowledge, that coverage of that domain, whole domain. And this is from employee side. But from organization side, the promotion policy as a part of career planning, the promotion policy of the company must be very clear that yes, those benchmarks, that has to be transparent, known to everybody, and fairly treated in case of each candidate. Say for example, when you join any government organization, you are almost ensured that yes, time based scale would be there and time based promotion would be there, that once you enter into, you will be promoted after fixed time duration. Now that may not be linked to your performance, but when you join any private company, corporate world, this promotion is linked to your performance, and performance appraisal results into response of the company, and this response may be in form of promotion, in form of demotion, in form of transfer, in form of separation. Separation may be many types. We will discuss in coming class that how many types of separations are there. Now look at what is promotion from academic you know perspective. It involves a change from one job to another, that is better in terms of status and responsibilities. Now look at, Flippo is not mentioning this money, salary, compensation, incentives directly into its definition. Says that it is movement of person from one job to another that is better in terms of status, one thing, and responsibilities. Now, if you look at the purpose of promotion, that can that promotion is basically a vertical movement of a person, vertical movement. Promotion or demotion, these are considered as vertical movement, whereas transfer is considered as horizontal movement. So in vertical movement, vertical upward movement is called promotion. So when you talk about the purpose is to recognize and reward the efficiency of an employee. Now, when you come to know that employee is an efficient one, obviously after performance appraisal, once you have appraised, evaluated, then you can consider that employee is efficient. To attract and retain the services of qualified and competent people, you can understand that if you do not promote a qualified person, competent person, as per the policy, promotion policy of the company, then person will start searching alternate options, and your competing company may offer him or her that level, status, responsibility which your company is not. So one of the purpose of promotion is to retain that qualified people, to control that attrition rate. Some of the companies are fighting with the attrition rate, high attrition rate. So when you give due promotions in due time, then you can not only retain but also attract. See, outside people or the people who are working in your counter companies, similar companies, they will be attracted towards your promotion policy. To increase the effectiveness of the employee and of the organization, obviously when employee would be effective, organization would become effective. To motivate employees, their promotion is very important. And when employee is motivated, it will result on productivity, outcome, the performance. To fill up the higher vacancies from within the organization. So when you talk about internal recruitment, so you want to have assistant manager as a candidate or applicant for the post of manager. So you need to look at that assistant manager must have or must fulfill the basic requirement of the manager or eligibility to be a manager. And if you promote, so on one side, instead of filling manager post, you will have an assistant manager vacant post, and that will become a roadmap or career ladder which will help you to take people at entry stage where you can have a better uh, process of inculcating culture into them. To build loyalty, morale, and sense of belongingness in the employees. Obviously, when you promote your own employees, they will become loyal. And as we discussed that promotion is basically an outcome result of performance appraisal. If your appraisal is good and opportunities are there, then you will be given promotion. It will result into your overall organizational development, including individual one. But At the same time, if your performance appraisal is not good, not as per the benchmark or not as per the expectation of the organization, then there may be a partial or virtual demotion. See, not promoting a person on the due date is also a kind of demotion. Many people, they keep on working since years and years on same position, so they are demotivated. So it is a kind of demotion because they deserve some higher level, but they are working at lower level. So instead of moving them, virtually they assume that they should be at this position, and they are you know lagging behind. So for organization or for HR, promotion may be one of the tool. A promoted employee is self motivated. It is also a reflection of a strong HR policy, human resource policy. Whereas when we talk about the transfer, it is considered as the horizontal movement of a person or employee from one post to another, and the another job is almost equal in terms of status, responsibilities, and obviously pay, because this transfer is very crucial, especially in government. There is a term called deputation, a kind of transfer, temporary transfer, where a person from one department to another department is transferred. But deputation is usually either on substantially equal post, or to the very next higher post. But in departments, the transfer maybe sometime comes with the good gesture, and sometime it comes with the bad gesture. Now it depends what for this transfer is being used. Say for example, when it talks about substantially equal to the old in terms of pay, status, and responsibilities. Look at, in terms of a pay, say for example, a clerk is transferred from one section to another section, and he has to do job of a clerk. But sometime clerk is not happy with this transfer. Clerk received this transfer as a bad gesture, because it may be that the legal pay that person or clerk is receiving on the particular previous post was coming with some illegal pay also. Illegal pay means illegal income through some indirect number two income. Maybe if the clerk position in previous post was of public dealing, where many things, if holded for some time, could result into big loss to the public. So that can give or pays ways for corruption and illegal money and black money, movement or flow of black money. So clerk would be obviously from public dealing to a office dealing. If clerk is transferred to another section where no public dealing is there, So we will give, number two income. So employee or clerk may feel it as, bad gesture, but the person who is coming from that previous, you know office dealing to public dealing may feel altogether, in terms of the legal pay, in terms of legal status, he will remain get same salary, same skill, he will remain clerk, no change in the status, and he will handle same level of responsibility, office management. There will be no change legally or technically, there will be no change. But this transfer, sometime employee feels that employee develop a comfort zone. Say for example, it happens that when you take entry into a class, you have a default mindset to go to your, you know set patterned sitting arrangement. If you usually take, front seat, so by default you will enter into, classroom and sit over there. Sometimes your teacher says that, okay, stand up and go back, change and if this change is there, that means your seat is transferred from front, bench to the last bench. You will feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable means someone has broken your comfort zone. So in company or in organization or in government sector also, when transfer is done, you break the comfort zone of employee. A clerk has developed a comfort zone into a particular human space or the job space. Now that comfort zone is broken, but it is quite obvious to transfer people. It is not necessary. There may be, different purposes for transfer. The transfer is done to fulfill organizational need. Say for example, there is a need to create a new position, or there is a need to, create new cell or new department or new section. So you need to transfer people from one department to other department. It is very common, like School of Humanities and Social Science make a new department. So there may be some people who will be transferred from humanities to Department of Management, Department of Economics, or Department of language. At the same time, it may be to satisfy employee need. Employee wants something, so you just transfer that person, that yes, this person is having this skill, and we have a particular position where employee, need or aspiration can be fulfilled, so you transfer it. Or sometimes you, to adjust workforce, there is over workforce. If we have three or four clerk in our department, so they will be transferred to another department where there is only one, or there is a requirement. So adjusting workforce is also the purpose of transfer. To reduce monotony is one of the thing where, when repetitive nature of the job is there, then you need to transfer. Look at the you can link this process of transfer to the Taylor's model of scientific management. Says that the monotonous and boredom jobs need to be resolved by transferring people from one place to another place. So keep rotating people. And the government is also having a policy to transfer, usually for different posts. Say for example, for clerk positions, the policy says that every after 3 years the clerk should be transferred. So transfer is mandatory. So you have to transfer person from one post, or you can say in other way, that a person cannot do job more than 3 years on same post continuously. So after 3 years the person has to go somewhere else. So transfer is obvious. Sometimes transfer is done as an assignment. Say for example, one university is there in Maharashtra, and the same university opens another campus in Chennai. So they will transfer their best people from Maharashtra to Chennai to take as an assignment to establish that university or that office. So it may be as an assignment, obviously as a part of adjusting workforce, but you give it as a challenge. This transfer sometime comes at a bad gesture when people or employee feels that it has been given as a punishment. You know, when if a employee is not performing and you want to punish that employee, but you cannot degrade, so you transfer a person into that section where person does not have anything to do, or there is no challenge. Sometime, say for example, an honest people might find is as a punishment to be transferred to the post where the illegal money is, very easy, whereas a corrupt person feels a punishment when transferred from the post where illegal money comes. So it depends how you perceive. So it comes as a punishment. But sometimes HR department intentionally transfer you from Delhi to Lucknow region because there may be some, issues in Delhi region, and as a sales, in charge, you are transferred from Delhi to Lucknow region or Chennai region or like that. So maybe as a punishment it comes, or as a challenge it comes. Sometimes as a substitute, you are transferred from one cell or one department to another department as a substitute for the time being. And to take newer challenges, obviously it becomes easy to understand that there are many transfers in government sector where you are given new challenge. You can take this one with an assignment where you have newer challenges, not the existing one. So a lot of, risk and potential opportunities are there, and you can show your skills, freely. So this is all about that